because they do a records check. On a first-time offense like this, the village offers what's known as deferred prosecution, where if you comply with certain terms and conditions of the deferred prosecution, the case would be dismissed. That would be performing some community service, pay a fee, and complete an online course. And if there's no further violations of law and if you're in full compliance, the case would be dismissed on the return date. Are you interested in participating in such a program?
I would, but which would be financially less of a cost? I mean, would it be the $475 me to pay, and is that going to be completely on my record for the rest of my life? Or is the second option...
If you entered a plea guilty and didn't participate in that, or if you were found guilty, it'd be a matter of conviction. It's possible someone could see that, and I'd impose the fine of $400.
Sure.
So that's the benefit of this deferred prosecution program, where it doesn't go on your record. In fact, the case gets dismissed.
Sure. And the community service, on how many hours? Because I work a lot of hours, sir. So I just didn't want to renege or on the...
I'll give you plenty of time to do that, sir.
And I'm also getting another thing. I'm so sorry for all these questions, and I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm getting ready to move here shortly also, so I don't know how that would... And that's why I have so many questions. Out of state.
No, well then, you have to get everything done and come back before you leave the state, so.
Okay, and would I be able to think about this, or is this something that I would have to make a decision on today?
I'd put it over a month if you need to do that.
Could you give me a month? Would that be allowable?
Sure.
If you could give me a month to make a decision?
Sure. I'll see you...
December 20th.
December 20th?
Here, I can write it on your ticket.
Thank you for listening to me. I really appreciate that. So I come back in a month and give you my decision on whether...
You'll tell me which way you want to go, and I'll listen to you.
Okay.
No promises.
No promises at the same time.
Yes, same time here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I do need people to check in. I know you're here on the impound hearing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two of you.
Yes.
Just have a seat. Have a seat. Kathy Mertens?
Yep.
Why don't you step up there, please?
Hi.
All right, we continue this from last time, or a while ago, to see the status of you obtaining a permit. Have you got it?
So, went in there again today with everything they asked for, and they gave me more things to do. So, he did give me a picture. He told me 4 more things I have to do because they didn't apparently like what I had done as far as foundation.
December 20th, ma'am.
December 20th?
Yep.
Thank you. Get that done hopefully last night.
Shannon Para?
Morning.
Morning. How old are you, ma'am?
42.
Ever been charged with anything like this before?
No.
Ever been placed on probation or supervision for any offense?
Nope. It was all a misunderstanding.
Second time I've heard that here today.
Well, I was using the Walmart app, and for some reason it wasn't scanning the quantity on the items. And yeah, it should have been me looking at it, and I didn't.
$27 items is a lot of items.
Yeah, it was 15 corns, and
Ma'am, it's pretty clear. Either plead guilty or not guilty on this citation, ma'am.
well, I'm gonna have to plead guilty. It was my fault.
The amount was less than. Pardon? So it's 400, right?
Is there a receipt on here?
I wouldn't object to your discretion.
Ma'am, the citation indicates 750. I'm going to impose a fine for a lesser included charge. And that, I'm going to reduce the fine to $400.
Oh, Jesus. I still can't pay that amount.
Well, you still got to pay it sometime.
Is there community service or something I can do? I can't afford it. I don't even work.
Well, we'll see what happens with government checks and the like. Give you 90 days to pay.
Alright, so my kids will go without food, so I can pay a ticket. Okay. So is there a reason why you guys don't offer like community service to work things off?
It all depends upon the ordinance, and the village ordinance doesn't authorize that. So, if I consider if the ordinance would permit me to do that, but, so that's why I'm giving you the 90 days. And another good reason why I reduced the fine. So, get your paperwork up here, make payments at the village of Johnsburg's and Village Hall. Isabel Tronos? Chirino? Isabel, how old are you?
15.
This your mother?
Yes.
Your name, ma'am?
Jennifer Williams.
Charged with the offense of battery of a provoking nature, insulting or provoking nature. Pleading guilty or not guilty on this, ma'am?
That's. Can you explain what battery is? That's like when you. It's not. It's a
When you
verbal.
make physical contact of an insulting or provoking nature, it doesn't have to cause bodily harm the way
Oh.
it's charged.
Yeah. Did probably. Well, this was at the park though. Oh. I mean, we were just
yelling at each other?
I mean, there was no physical contact though.
I always pushed into her.
Oh, you were pushed.
Let me take a look at the,
She was
Police
pushed.
report.
She was pushed into the person, so I guess that is physical contact.
let me take a look at the police report. Just have a
Okay,
seat.
okay.
Do this. I'm gonna give Mom a chance to read the police report here that I would consider at a hearing. Come on. Don't mark on it, don't mutilate it. It's for you to take a look at. This the info?
Yes. She's the owner of the vehicle.
Okay. All right, Tammy and Mikola, come on up.
Michaela.
Galen. You're here for requesting a hearing concerning the impound of the motor vehicle, correct?
Mm-hmm.
As I understand it, there was a accident and the police officer performed standard investigative test, and there was a breathalyzer reading of .065. Based on that, the officer impounded the motor vehicle. There's limited issues up here. It's not a hearing on whether she in fact was under the influence, okay? It's just whether the officer had probable cause to impound the vehicle as a result of what the officer observed.
Mm-hmm.
What's the nature of the defense that that either you wish to present here?
I'm not sure what you're asking. I was under the impression the car was towed because it was totaled.
No, I think it was impounded
Okay, maybe.
as a result of the
Yes, it-
DUI arrest.
Okay, yeah, but I was also under the impression the car is also a total loss, so, that's why I hadn't inquired about the car.
Okay. Did you post the money to get the car back? Or
No.
what's gonna happen with the car? Is it totaled or?
Yeah.
Who has title to the car now?
I do.
What are you gonna do with the car?
I was just gonna let them take it.
So no money was posted?
No, we don't want that.
Frequently, in cases similar to this, they would turn over the title to the tow company so the tow company could dispose of the vehicle if it is
We could
totaled.
do that. Not an issue.
Well, that will take care of your storage charges. Is the village seeking a fee for the,
No, typically, we waive the fee in those cases.
okay? Well, there's no monies posted, and the village is not asking for a fee to be imposed at this time.
Okay.
And so, what I suggest is that you, in fact, surrender that title to the tow company if that's your desire.
Okay.
All right?
And how do we go about that?
I just bring the
go-
title to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it might already be in the car, but.
Pardon?
I think it might already be in the car. I think it's in there. I'll have to- Yeah.
You may have the registration there. There's a difference between the registration and the title.
I think I have the title.
Right, you
I
probably
might-
have the title, and she's thinking about the registration, I
Okay.
think.
Well, we'll figure it out. It's,
I just kept it all together, so I wasn't sure. But I might have the title at home.
We'll find
Or
out.
it might be in the car. It's not in my folder. In my car seat.
All right, that's all.
okay. So just bring the title to the, where it's at.
Yes, bring it up to Wilson's and they'll take it from
All
there.
right, thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Did you have a chance to read that all?
Not all of it, but I thought I shut off all my phones. I'm sorry. It's work. Sorry. Actually, it's just school.
Want to hand that back to me, please?
Yes. Shut that off. So that's pretty accurate. She told me everything, and I did sit down and talk to the police officer. There was a altercation at the school where the other girl started the fight, and she broke it up, dispersed it, whatever. And then one of her friends led her to believe that she was just at the park and the other girl wasn't there. And then she went to the park. She said if she's there, she wasn't coming. Then she went up, go to the park, and she was there. And, you know, the words were exchanged, but no fight ensued there.
Well, maybe no punches, but certainly, looking at the reports, there's some pushing.
Yeah, one of her friends
One-
shoved her into the other girl. I know through the school, she's already done her community service. She wasn't allowed to go to any sporting events. She wasn't allowed to go to homecoming. So that was already taken care of through that. And I thought the officer said that this incident doesn't have anything to do with that incident. So it's like, am I correct? Just the events that happened at the park? Or we take everything?
That's what I believe
Okay.
the allegations center around, yes.
But yeah, one of her friends shoved her into the other girl. So it's not like she physically assaulted her, you know what I mean?
Well, did the other girl push her 3 times into her?
Twice, 2, 3 times, yeah.
Twice, yeah.
Hard to imagine it. I can see once, but I don't think, 3 times.
There's multiple people there, I don't remember.
They were all in a crowd together, you know, exchanging
I got pushed
words.
3 times. It was either twice by twice by Ellie and once by Kate, or just twice by Ellie. I don't remember getting pushed.
It takes a lot of force to push a person into another person,
Not really.
especially when that other person is walking away. So something doesn't jive here. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I was trying to walk.
But there's a video of it somewhere. I haven't seen it, so.
I was trying to walk and
Push
figure
for
things
it.
out with, okay.
Pardon?
We can get witnesses if you want for next.
We can have a full trial if we want,
Oh, no.
Pardon?
No, I don't want to do all that. So I don't, the other girl and her are friends again, so that's all. They've been friends for a while and best friends, so they were, you know, things were getting a little tense between them. But they.
She was
they-
walking away and I was
they
trying to
work it out
talk to
now.
her and trying to work things out. And then the whole group like followed me behind. So it looked very intimidating from her perspective.
Well, you guys were talking back and forth to each other, that's what the cop said.
All right. School has a right to deal with the issue on the school property. This happened
Okay.
off the school property and it's a
Yeah.
village matter. That's my January date.
January 17th.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm placing her in a period of 90-day supervision through to January 17th, 2022. Response to have no violent contact or harassment with the complainant, or to complete additional 10 hours community service, have no further violations of law. If she complies with terms and conditions of the supervision, it'll terminate successfully and no judgment will be entered against her. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You get a copy of the order here.
And then we have to appear back here in January?
Yep.
Okay. That's,
You need to get proof of community service on the letterhead of the agency saying what she did, when and where. It's her responsibility. They will not send it back to us, so she
Okay,
needs to
so I'm
get.
sorry, she has to do 10 additional hours of community service?
Yes.
Or the ones, okay, I'm just clarifying.
Right, no.
And then,
The $75
The-
fine.
when is this? Is this 118, correct, 21? Not 1018? Is that it?
This is when she was
That's what
supposed
was-
to appear last month.
So when is the court date? I don't wanna miss
January
it.
26th.
Here,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
January, that's 17th?
Yes.
17th, okay.
It's Monday, same
Okay.
time, same
It's the
place.
third Monday in January.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Which brings up, that is Martin Luther King's birthday. Village offices open.
Yes.
Actually, at my two other villages that day, asked him for a new date, so. Okay,
We'll expect your opening instructions to include a dedication to.
no. You asking for what? Enter judgment on this one?
Yeah, just expired plate.
How's the new village hall coming?
I had a schedule.
Oh,
We